They're about to realize they took on God, and they're about to witness the wrath of God. So we're about to see the clash of the Titans this April into May of this year, all starting at Purim, which is the first week of March. So March, April, May into June are going to be 4 months that the world will never forget. It's going to be insane. So bullet points, what should you do? Well, greatest financial event in human history. What does that mean? It means that God's money is going to multiply. Haggai 2 verse 8. Silver and the gold are mine, saith the Lord, and the wealth of the sinners. So the Bill Gates, the Soros, these trillionaires are about to lose their money, and it's going to come to the church. It's going to happen this spring into summer. It's 1,260 days from when the first seal was opened. The first seal opened as January 2020 began. So 3.5 years takes us to this summer solstice. So what does light do? It exposes the darkness. So by this June, insanity in the world, first strike is going to be hit here in April. And why I say April is because April is Pentecost. Pentecost is the 6th of April. On that day, Jesus Christ died on the cross. 3 days later, he rose from the dead. Watch March 22nd is 90 years to the precise day the first concentration camp opened by Hitler. Hitler came to power in January of this past year, 90 years ago. So we're in a 90-year cycle. We're in a 400-year cycle for the Mayflower. The Biden presidency has been in power for 2 years as of January 20th. So the jackal will be out of office and gone. Trump will return this year, and therefore we're not going to have a 2024 election because he's going to get 4 years. Inauguration in January 2027. It was 400 years that Israel was in bondage to Pharaoh, and we are at 400 years. This year is going to be insane, and everything I state to you, Clay, is completely impossible, and that is exactly where God operates. If you don't study history, you don't know the future, period. If you study history, you will know what's coming. Israel was in bondage for 400 years. The Mayflower landed 400 years ago. Joseph was in the pits in the dungeon for 2 years. Then he came out after 2 years. 50-year cycle of Klaus Schwab, Harari, the petrodollar. So we got a 400-year cycle. We got a 2-year cycle for Joseph, and we got a 50-year cycle for Leviticus. Thou shalt consecrate the 50th year and proclaim liberty throughout the land. Our land is about to be restored by God. But first, the United States will fall, and it will look horrible.